Hello everybody. Today I'm going to be giving you a quick overview of the Nothosaurus, the newest creature to come out from MoroNada. This is a semi-aquatic creature that has many unique abilities and features. It can be found on many of the beaches on the island and the center. Before we waste too much time, I'm going to go ahead and show you the taming process, and then I'll get into some of the features and abilities. This creature does have a bit of a unique taming method. To start, you're going to have a handful of generators and a lot of gasoline to power them. This creature's whole kit and abilities revolve around electricity, and the taming method is no different. To start, I'm going to summon in a wild MoroNada's Nothosaurus through my commands, and then I'm going to give it a minute to come into range of the generators. This will then show you how the taming process is started, and it's the lower level one. With a higher level one, there will be more generators needed and more power needed. I'm going to skip forward and let it come into range, and then we'll go from there. As you can see, the taming process is now initiated, and the creature will do that little animation and will now walk up to the generators. The way it works is the Nothosaurus will then eat the generator, consuming some of the electricity in the process, which adds to the taming mode. This is only a level 15 if I remember right. Yes, it is, and so it only takes 3 generators. I also tried this with a level 130, and it looked like it would take maybe 10 or 15 generators. So it is a bit of an expensive tame, but late game, when I show you some of the abilities, you will understand why it is so useful. It has some very, very unique features that make it extremely helpful. So as we see, it destroys the generators, and it's now almost completely full. It should take one more bite of this last generator, and it should be completely tamed. And that is exactly how you tame one. Now I'll get into the overview of the Nothosaurus. Like I said, this is a semi-aquatic creature, so it can handle itself on land. While you're not going to be fighting any Rexes, it can definitely hold its own against some mid-sized or smaller creatures. Right there you have a right trigger bite attack. You also have a left trigger tail swipe attack. Both of these and all of your abilities can be seen on the right hand of the screen. And it's on PC, I'm not 100% sure of the inputs, but they will be there too. This is the lunge attack, which is the right stick on the consoles. It is a totally different attack in the water. It also has a cosmetic roar, as you see. Now I'm going to give you a close-up of the model so you can see the saddle and kind of how it looks, and just kind of get a view for yourself. Now we'll get into some of the abilities. Like I said earlier, this whole creature does revolve around electricity, so that's kind of what you have to do. There are 2 different modes that the creature can be in. I'm not going to fight that. The first is going to be the energy buildup mode, and then you can switch to the energy consumption mode. They can be switched by pressing the R1 and R2, which is the bumper and the trigger. Energy buildup mode, as it sounds, is going to build up your energy meter at the bottom. The opposite can be said for consumption mode, which will use the charge, as we will see later. The build-up mode is just any of your main attacks. Your bite, your tail swipe, all of that will build up some of the charge. Almost sort of a static electricity kind, as you see here. The more you build up, the higher the bar will go, and the Notho will begin to glow, which will show you a physical and visual aspect of charging it up. When you get full, the bar will turn from a pink to a red color, indicating you have your full charge. The Notho also will change colors a little bit and will go from this faint green to a fully charged green with a lightning particle. This will be shown off later on, as you will see some of the bigger abilities that have to come with this. There are 2 main ways to use your electricity you've built up. The first is through the consumption mode, which will turn your attacks into a shocking attack, sort of like the jellyfish that you can find in the oceans. The second is through your ultimate ability, which I will be showcasing later on. As you see, as I attack this Bacillo, which is immune to the electricity, and the other creatures, they are going to be shocked by my attacks. This will give you a better visual of how the shocking attacks work in consumption mode. Whenever you hit any creature that can be shocked, it stuns them, and they will be slowed down, and they will be unable to attack you for a duration. It will burn up your charge, and then you will have to switch back to the build-up mode to build that back. Berg's ultimate ability is the Explode, which can be seen here. It can be activated by using the X or A button on consoles, and it uses the entire energy bar and creates a massive explosion, knocking back all of the enemies around you. The next attack, which can be activated the same way, is the Strike, which causes a bolt of light to come down and hit any enemies within your vicinity. The last ability is the Energy Bubble. It can be activated the same way and creates a large electricity bubble around you. This will last for a short amount of time, but will shock any creatures and stun them in your vicinity. Now I'll get into the final ability of the Nothosaurus and give you my final thoughts. The final ability, which will make this creature so useful at the end of the game, is going to be the ability to find silica pearls. It can not only find them, but can also harvest them at an incredibly high rate, making it the best silica pearl farmer in the game. As you will see here, it collects somewhere around 150 to 200. This is only a level 60 with no points into melee damage, and it collects a lot. So, overall, this is all the abilities of the Nothosaurus. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy the mod as much as you can. Have a great day.